making anything is therapy. You're so close to God. Don't inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our future generation, from our children. Creating something is, I feel, it's a very maternal feeling. जब बच्चा पेट में रहता है 9 महीने, जब माँ को जो feelings होती है, it's actually a maternal feeling to create and see your own work in front of you.
Hi everyone, this is Avinash Lohana and you're watching Pinkvilla. My favorite time of the year is officially here as we are all gearing up to welcome our beloved Ganpati Bappa into our homes. And today with us we have Raqesh Bapat, who's going to teach us how to make eco-friendly Ganesha right in your homes. Raqesh, firstly, thank you for doing this with us. Even before the interview we were discussing, this is such a noble job. So congratulations for taking this up.
Thank you so much.
So I'm really excited to start this. So let's start with unboxing first and you tell us, the process, and of course we'll keep talking along the way. Now you have to show me how to do it.
Of course I will. I'm excited to show you.
Let's do it. Let's start with the process.
So this is basically, मराठी में इसको पार्ट बोलते हैं. पार्ट मतलब जिसपे गणपति का प्रोसेस पूरा हम क्रिएट करेंगे. So ये बेसिकली ये भी ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल से बना हुआ है. Completely you can recycle it or it's biodegradable. So here we have the first box where I'll show you. These are the organic colors.
Okay. Oh, so those are different pouches here.
Yeah, so there are colors inside, so be careful. It's like loose colors, so they're powders. So basically you mix the consistency, you mix water in it, add a little bit of glue in it to get the consistency. Right. So we have paint brushes for you, and that too paint brushes are different for detailing and for the normal use. Then we have a sculpting tool. You can touch it.
Oh wow!
So that's basically getting into the crevices and trying to take out the extra mud that.
And this is also organic material.
This is also organic.
Wow. Okay.
Material. And this is the special stamp of the eyes. So yeah, so this is what this box has. And now this is magic, which is this is the clay, which is already pre-mixed. You just have to open the packet and start making your Ganpati. Because I've been using this for years, and again this plastic is made out of the plant starch, so it's not plastic as such.
So you remember the first time you had made your eco-friendly Ganesha? What was that age?
I think I was in my 6th or 7th standard.
So early?
Yeah, so early. So since then, और वो भी सीखा भी मैंने बहुत अलग तरीके से सीखा था ये. So let's start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ganpati Bappa.
Moria.
Moria, come on.
Let's do it.
So basically, you just have to place a blob in between.
Okay.
This is the stomach and the chest part. Now we make the. So now we just have to take round circles like balls, small balls, छोटे balls लेके.
Yeah.
And then you start playing with it. So now this becomes the head, suppose. Okay?
Yeah.
These becomes the ears.
Ears, okay.
So now if you see, I've made the basic of the stomach, now the legs will come later, but let's start with the upper body so that we get the proportion right.
Yeah. So in the meanwhile, you can tell me, you started when you were in standard 6 or 7.
I started, my mom used to go to, for morning walks. And she went and she saw this guy who sculpts and paints in a small temple, which was by the foothills. Like my dad was in the army, so that's the place where, the back of our house had this hills, beautiful hills, and there was this Swayambhu temple there, Datta Maharaj's. So वहाँ पे Kinkar Kaka, Kinkar Kaka करके उनको मैं fondly call him Kinkar Kaka. He's my guru actually. He's the one who not taught me. Actually, I was very scared and intimidated by him. So school वूल छोड़ के मैं bag घर पे डाल के, because my mom said she knew I was creative, so she said कि why don't you go and explore and see what this guy does, because he's really brilliant.
Yeah.
So I used to go school खत्म होने के बाद मैं चुपचाप उनके पास जाता था, उनसे बात भी नहीं करता था मैं, उनको सिर्फ देखता था एंड सिर्फ ऑब्जर्व कर करके मैंने सीखा कि भाई ऐसे ऐसे बनाते हैं, और चुपचाप मैं घर आके उनको डिस्टर्ब नहीं, बिकॉज आई डिडंट वांट टू डिस्टर्ब. आई रियलाइज दैट व्हेन यू आर अ क्रिएटिव पर्सन यू डोंट लाइक टू बी डिस्टर्ब,
Yeah.
because that's a process, you know, it's a very godly process. It's something that connects you to the universe.
Yeah.
And in turn it heals you. So I realized that he shouldn't be disturbed or anything of that sort. So I should just observe him and learn from him, and then repeat the process later.
Correct.
So it was simple. It was not simple. It was difficult for me to understand how it happens, but eventually I managed.
Correct.
कि चलो कुछ तो कर सकते हैं इसका.
Sure. So you're making the mukut now.
Nah, so now see, I've made the chest. Now I wanted, see now, again the idea. I thought this will be the head, but then I realized when I put the legs here, these are the thighs.
Correct.
So when I put the legs here, now I realize the proportion is getting, no, I can't have the head here. So it has to be a balance. There's be a stomach, there's a chest, and then the head will
The
come.
head will come. Sure.
So yeah, so it is something which is, okay, now.
Yeah, so you can see the structure there.
Yeah.
And even while talking to you, we are making it. I can tell you, Rakesh, I am feeling so good
Yeah, na?
doing this at this point in time.
See, you'll always see. I'm telling you, making anything is therapy. You're so close to God. You're so in tune with what you're creating. So now you see the form is coming up.
Yeah.
So you know, basic.
Very cute.
So keep adding balls to it.
Yeah.
Small balls of clay, and then you basically get the form first.
Yeah.
And then you get into the finishing of it.
Yeah. You mentioned you are teaching people. Last year I was speaking to Rithvik Dhanjani and he told me you have taught him also.
Yeah.
Who else you have taught in the business?
I think Karan Wahi I have taught.
Yeah.
Tejasswi I have taught, Prakash. Then I have taught, I think very few people from the industry I've taught. I think everybody's so busy in their daily soaps or work.
Yeah.
They didn't find the time to actually come and do it. But I whoever wanted to come, and I was lucky that I could teach somebody.
Yeah.
So these were the people. They were like ardent students of mine.
And these are small steps, right, that we are taking to make the world better for people after us.
Yes.
Right.
That's what it says, that you don't inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our future generation, from our children.
Well said.
Yeah, so it is as simple as that. That's why we can't take things for granted, because we have to pass on this earth to our future generation. So it's like, be careful in your actions, guys. So that's the only thing. Okay, so now you can see the structure. Ears are coming up.
Absolutely. How much time does it take to dry?
It takes a while. It takes about a day or two, but you have to keep it in an airy place. Only then it will dry properly.
Sure. और आर्ट के साथ अगर श्रद्धा होगी तो जैसे I mean we are sitting and the idol has just come to life.
Yeah. So this is what basically you have to keep adding things to it so that you get a structure, proper structure of it.
So then you apply the water to smoothen it out.
Yeah.
Sure. So overall it takes how many days to make it? 2 to 3 days I suppose?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the color and everything.
With the color and everything. Okay, now let's do the...
So we are giving it some kind of shaping here?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is the process. This is what you get, so...
I agree.
You get lost in time.
You get lost in time, yeah.
Yeah, it's, you know, like creating something is, I feel it's a very maternal feeling. जब बच्चा पेट में रहता है 9 महीने, जब माँ को जो feelings होती है, it's actually a maternal feeling to create and see your own work in front of you.
I agree.
So now this is Ganpati's right hand. So you have to attach a thumb to it now.
Sure.
So, okay.
Oh, so you make the thumb separately.
So I make the thumb separately, and you attach the thumb here. So उसको लड्डू का हाथ है तो ऐसे आएगा.
हाँ. There has to be space for laddu, ना? Of course, it's Ganpati Bappa.
गणपति बप्पा. लड्डू नहीं तो कैसे?
हाँ, लड्डू नहीं तो कैसे होगा?
नाराज हो जाएंगे वो. Now we go into the fingers.
Yeah.
So the finger thing is.
You draw lines, right? Okay.
Now let's quickly make the eyes.
So we have a tool which enables you to make the eye.
Yep. चलो एक मोदक बना देते हैं गणपति बप्पा के।
बिल्कुल। Wow. So our basic structure is ready now.
Yeah.
And it looks phenomenal. Rakesh, you are truly a gifted artist.
Thank
Before
you.
we let you go, I want to ask you any message you have for this Ganpati season for everyone out there.
For everyone out there, I mean, as I said, to create something we don't need to destroy. It is just, we should really know what the difference between our wants and our needs. If we understand that, we can protect the earth, we can protect our environment, not just for us, but for our future generation as well. So let's start small, guys, and just with this Ganpati Bappa Moria, we have to may God bless us and gives us sadbuddhi to keep our environment clean and happy.
Yeah.
And let's pray to better living for the future.
And wishing you happy Ganesh Chaturthi much well in advance.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rakesh, for
Ganpati
this
Bappa Moria.
experience.
Hi guys, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Pinkvilla.